Um, I think we're live. Are we live? I believe so. Yep, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with another live stream on this beautiful July 10th, 2023. And today we're going to be doing a little bit different of a stream. We're going to be talking about one specific Senate race for 2024. And I decided, you know what? As we get closer to the election, we'll be talking more and more of these Senate elections just on streams because, well, it's funner to watch it. I guess you could say funner to discuss it with the chat because, yeah, it just always is better with chat. So we're going to be discussing all the Senate elections, but we're going to start with the state of Nevada. And, yeah, future streams will do some other stuff. And Red Eagle Politics is in the chat. What's up? Sam Brown is literally Deadpool. We'll get to it. I'm not going to insult him for looks. I'm not going to go into it. I mean, it was a bad situation. From what I know, he served in the military, and I believe it was an explosion, and it, like, burned his face off. I believe that's what happened, right? I could be wrong, but I'm not going to go over that. It's not really that important, in my opinion. So, again, I'm not going to throw any shade at anybody. It's just saying that, I'm not going to really look at the looks of Sam Brown. It's just my opinion. I don't think it's going to matter much anyways. But he did serve in the military, and that's from an explosion, I believe. Again, I could be wrong, but yeah. So I'm surprised that Sam Brown is, or I should say, Red Eagle's in the chat. Surprised about that. But yeah, so we're going to be going over the Senate race in Nevada. I haven't heard anything yet from other stuff. Maybe Wisconsin third, we'll get to later, but, whoa, he is Harvey Dent. I mean, not as bad, but it's like, yeah, it's not fun. He did in his line of duty, so I'm not gonna attack him for it. But politically, he's awful. But some people are mentioning chat. We'll get into it. He is not that good on the issues. When you dig deep into his past on some political, some statements and stuff, you start to realize this guy is not good on the issues. So, now before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. I've gone over this plenty, I think, but yeah, just $1 a month, and you could join Real American. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's the best way to support the daily content. And like usual, if you got super chats or questions related to that, I recommend you send super chat. That's the best way to get your answer, question, whatever, or your question answered. Excuse me, I can't speak English, but yeah, if you have any questions, concerns, whatever, best way to get that answered is through super chat. But of course, I'll read through chat to see what everybody is talking about. I'll try to get through everything, and yeah. Will you be doing a live? Let's see here. What? Will you be live for the governor races this year, Rap? Yes, we will. It's been a slow year for elections. We've only had Virginia, which we only streamed for like 5 minutes. We streamed the Kentucky stuff. That was funny. Chicago we don't talk about. Neither about Wisconsin. But yeah, we will have an election night this year. Election night 2023. Hopefully it goes better than 22. Hopefully we get our next Youngkin moment this year. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's stop horsing around and alright. So Sam Brown is gonna run for the Senate seat in Nevada. Now, I'm not gonna attack him for his looks and stuff because that's nonsensical, but I'm sorry, but dude, just look at this. In 2014, Brown ran in the Republican primary for the Texas House of Representatives in District 102. He finished in third place with 27.5% of the vote. Yeah. You look into it more, you realize he lived in Texas for most of his life, then suddenly he moves to Nevada. Now, again, I can understand if you moved to Nevada like, 20 years ago, but the dude moved like 5 years ago, from everything I know. Again, I don't know everything about Sam Brown. I could be wrong, but Already not a good sign that he already moved. He lived in Texas. He was born in Arkansas, and he moved to Nevada in like 2018. So the carpetbagger stuff. I mean, is it as I mean, is it that bad though? I don't know, but either way, it's not a good sign already that, yeah, he lived in Texas for a bunch of his life. Now suddenly he's in Nevada. Don't know about that. I understand that 75% of people in Nevada weren't born, but it's like born in the state. But it's one thing if it was like 12 years ago or 20, and then you ran for like a state Senate seat, and then you did that. But he moved like 5 years ago. That's a little bit different. You know, I'm not a big fan of you moving like that a year later, you're suddenly going to run for the seat. So, none of Vegas degenerates care if you're a carpetbagger. I know, but it's like already not a good sign. That's what I'm trying to say. Harrison, maybe the only outsider would be enthusiastic to see run. We'll get to that. I think that... Have we heard anything about Rick Harrison yet? Let's see. Any updates? Nope. So I just want Rick Harrison to run so we can avoid this mess. But I think Trump's going to convince him to. I mean, if there's one guy that would get somebody to run, it would be Trump. I just want Rick Harrison for the memes, please. But yeah, Nevada's probably leaning Democrat for now. Brown might do worse than Laxalt. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's stop pretending. If Trump wins Nevada, I could see Marchant with an outside chance. Again, we'll get to the other candidates later. I don't see a pathway for Marchant at all. I really don't, if I'm being honest. But who knows? It could happen. The memes would be amazing. All right, so Politico, they come up with an article. Senate GOP lands a top recruit in Nevada. They're calling him a top recruit? Oh, gosh. This, the standard, just exists? Let's see. Nevada's already trending R. Maybe. It is trending R, but let's get into it. Sam Brown, a decorated Army veteran who lost the GOP primary for a Nevada Senate seat last year, is launching on the run for Senate, this time with the support of Republican leadership. Are you freaking kidding me already? Senator Steve Daines, you were cooking beforehand. Why? You endorsed Sam Brown already? The chair of the Senate GOP's campaign arm endorsed Brown as he announced a bid on Monday to oust Democrat Senator Jackie Rosen. I know our bench isn't that good, but are you freaking kidding me? This is your choice right away, is Sam Brown? Did you try to look for somebody else? What? The standard is shield hard enough for Mitch the Turtle. But this is your top recruit in Nevada? You can't find anybody? Like Lieutenant Governor or something? Steve Daines has good instincts, but he's not perfect. Yeah, but this is going to end horribly, I think. It's the latest example of Daines' willingness to wade into primaries after a disappointing midterm cycle where his party failed to reclaim the majority. But what? Adam Laxalt's a great candidate. He just didn't get enough money. And let's be real, there was a turnout problem. Like, let's go to, where is it? The map is here. So Adam Laxalt, just look at Elko County. He won by 9,000 votes. Trump, 12,000 votes. There was a snowstorm in this part of the state that dramatically decreased turnout. I believe, 2,400 votes here. He only won by 1,800. I mean, it's not a lot, but they add up. 795 votes. And you look at the swing map, he did 4 points worse than White Pine. I mean, if these swings didn't happen, Adam Laxalt would have won. He was a strong candidate, just it was a bad circumstance. I mean, the turnout in this part of the state screwed us. He did better than Trump and Clark, and he did basically the same in Reno. This is why he lost, not because of he's uneluctable. the people saying that, oh, Sam Brown would have won, they all supported Adam Laxalt. Don't let them fool you. These people are saying Adam Laxalt was a bad candidate. Everybody supported him. I mean, the fact that people just ignore that Laxalt was a strong recruit, I don't get it. Can somebody in chat explain this to why people suddenly think, Laxalt's unelectable? It just was bad circumstance with him. But yeah, that's why he lost, not because of, he's unelectable. Laxalt was not a good candidate. He was fine. But let's get into this. Sam Brown's life of service and sacrifice and inspiration to all Americans, Dane said in a statement to Politico. I'm very pleased that Sam is stepping up to run for the U.S. Senate. I mean, you're telling me this is your best candidate? Again, we'll get into it in a minute, but Brown lost last year's GOP primary by 22 points to former Nevada Attorney General Adam Laxalt, who was endorsed by former President Donald Trump. Laxalt went on to narrowly fall in the general election to incumbent Democrat Senator Cortez Masto. This time, Brown will again face a primary battle. Jim Marchant, a former Nevada state lawmaker who lost the 2022 bid for Nevada Secretary of State, entered the Senate race earlier this year. Yeah, but I don't see how... Again, I know people like Marchant. I don't think he's going to win. If there's somebody that's legitimately unelectable statewide, it would probably be him. I mean, how bad did he lose in 2022? But yeah, I just don't think that we're going to see... I just don't see how Marchant wins. So he's not an option. But neither should Sam Brown. An Army veteran with a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star. Brown was struck by a roadside bomb while deployed in Afghanistan. Yeah, so he got blown up, leaving him with burns on 30% of his body and visible scarring. He moved to Reno, Nevada in 2018 and started a business with his wife providing medication to veterans. There is good optics here, but I do have some serious questions. Like, when he gets asked questions about certain issues, that's where I'm going to have a problem with. White working class turnout was also down if we want to get technical. Yeah, I mean, you look at the precinct data, there was clearly some white working class voters that just said, screw you, I'm not voting. Even for the Trump-endorsed candidate. I mean, how do you... Again, we're getting off topic a little bit, but how do these DeSantis people think? Yes, these Trump-only voters will not vote even if Trump begs them to vote. They will only vote if he's on the ballot. But, the DeSantis, he will totally get them out to vote. What? March only lost by 2.28%, but he only got 46.7% of the vote. Yeah, he's not going to do anything. I just don't see how Marchant wins. Sam Brown and Shahir, the Danes recruit. Yeah, it's bad. In a statement announcing his run, Brown suggested he would run as a pragmatist while stressing military experience. In the military, no one asks you what party you are in, he said. They just want to know that they can count on you to get the job done. That's the attitude we need to tackle the problems of today. Dane's endorsement is a sign to top Senate donors that they should direct their resources to Brown ahead of what could be a messy primary. Now, this is the big thing that suddenly Political mentions. If you really think that these donors were not told to support Blake Masters or even Adam Laxalt last year, I mean, McConnell told the donors, don't support Masters. He can't win. Don't support Laxalt. I mean, to think that, they don't have any influence. Guys, if they need $100 million in funding for certain candidates, they'll get it to them. This idea that they're going bankrupt? No. It just, he didn't ask for any more. I'm not going to spend any more then. These big donors are willing to shell out a lot of money. But there's that, whatever. Just a tangent. Back to the article. Marchant is among a prominent group of Trump supporters who basically, I know YouTube changed your policy, but not falling for it. He received an endorsement for Trump in his run for Secretary of State and has already endorsed Trump's third run for president. Besides Marchand, Jeffrey Gunter, a former ambassador to Iceland, is mulling a primary bid. What is up with these ambassadors? Like, how many ambassadors have run the past, 2 years? You had Carlos Sands, you had Kelly Craft, now you have Jeffrey Gunter. I mean, what's up with, again, why is it suddenly every ambassador thinks, yes, I was an ambassador to Iceland, I know all the world's problems? But, I don't know. I'm noticing a lot of, ambassadors and stuff. They're suddenly entering elections, left and right. Anybody got a clue? Dane screw over anyone that best Brown watch. Yeah, that's a real concern I have with Danes. What is he gonna do in, let's say Rosendale wins? So what's gonna happen? Kelly Craft candidate. But yeah, I'm just saying, if Danes is legitimate, he just supports anybody. He just supports certain people. But it's if you do not support the Republican just because your candidate lost, oh my freaking... You just make Mitch McConnell Jr. at that point. McConnell spent years talking about increasing fundraising for key GOP candidates, and then in the easiest midterm in years, he gave the middle finger to all the key candidates with funds. Yeah, didn't McConnell... Hold on. Mitch McConnell on fundraising. Hold on. Yeah, didn't he make a big deal about that a couple years ago and saying, we have plenty of money to win these elections? Hold on. Will Brown campaign like Lombardo? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I swear McConnell said something a couple years ago. Yeah, hold on. No, that's not it. I gotta find it. Sam Madsen for 5. Will Baldwin lose Grant County? She won it by 9 last time. That's a tricky one. If Tiffany's a candidate, I think so. Because I think Evers lost her, right? I'm pretty sure Evers lost Grant, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think if it's Tiffany, he can, or probably will, win Grant. Okay. McConnell's partially to blame, but we would have been fine if we nominated candidates who can actually raise money. Well, here's the problem with this thinking. I mean, for example, J.D. Vance wrote an article about it. He said, look, the problem is for new candidates in particular, it costs an arm and a leg just to get the donor files. And the RNC and stuff, they're supposed to provide it. They just never did. And that's the problem with the thinking that, just get candidates that can raise money. Problem is, if the GOP tells you go F yourself, well, what are you supposed to do? I'm not denying that we had some shit candidates. I'm not denying that, but it's you tell me Masters, he was unelectable because of money. You look more into it, you realize, yeah, no, the GOP just gave him the middle finger. Trump just said Nevada is a disgraceful state. They took it out of context. Go read it in full. His tenure in... What the hell is that? Is that the capital of Iceland? Reykjavik, I think that's correct, was marred by high turnover and report from the Office of the Inspector General that found that he fostered a threatening and intimidating environment. I like this Jeffrey Gunter. Somebody look him up. Somebody look up Jeffrey Gunter. He sounds like my candidate. Oh, man. I want chaos at this point. Screw it. Run the ambassador. Bad work environment. We can live with it. It's Reykjavik. Whatever. Close enough. It's Iceland. That's just the truth. McConnell straight up said he wants moderate candidates. Yeah, he's full of himself. When he says electable, he's talking Lisa Murkowski types. That's who he wants. But we should be realistic. Laxalt unlikely to run, so either you run Brown or Rick Harrison. Just run Rick Harrison. Run him. Hopefully they mention that today. Or in this article. This marks the 4th time Daines has picked favorite in a Senate primary. In Montana, he endorsed Navy veteran Team Sheehy, who, by the way, some people have done some research and realized this guy has no roots in Montana. He moved here like 2 years ago. If that's true, that's not good. In a race Republican Congressman Matt Rosendale is expected to enter in. In West Virginia, he tapped Governor Jim Justice over Republican Alex Mooney. Boo! Big L by Daines. Again, I'm fine with Justice, but I want Mooney. RRR 330 for 2. Did you see Jesse Ventura may run for president? He's been saying that for like 20 years now. He won't. McConnell gave a shit ton to Oz Vance and Walker. The fuck you talk about? You notice he never runs out of money when he's talking about like people like Walker. He never ran out of money, but suddenly in Arizona, well, ran out of money. Alex Mooney. Landing top recruits in states like Nevada will give Republicans more room for error next fall. But what makes him a star recruit? Yes, I'm glad that I'm glad that he served in the country, and just because he served in the country, I'm trying to say the words, I'm not trying to like demonize anybody, but it's like, well, what makes him a strong candidate? That he got blown up? I'm glad that he served, and I feel awful that he's even in this situation, that he lost 30% of his skin, I think it said. But it's like, that's what you're basing your strong recruits on? Can he fundraise at least? Is that what they're talking about? Can he fundraise? Ron Harrison. All right. Daines' predecessor, the NRSC, Rick Scott, boo, declined to intervene in primaries and saw some recruits lose key races. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell blamed their struggles on candidate quality issues. Daines reversed Scott's handoff policy when he took over the committee. Mitch McConnell's full himself. Okay. So hold on a minute here. Was Herschel Walker a strong recruit? Remember, Mitch McConnell supported Herschel way before everybody. He supported him in 2021. It's like, so what? Was he suddenly a great recruit? McConnell's the one that decides. You're telling me Herschel Walker's a strong recruit, but Masters isn't? Masters just had a funding problem. And again, people are finally admitting that. Go on Twitter and people finally said, yeah, Masters had a bad roll of the dice. The Arizona GOP may be as bad as the Michigan GOP and maybe worse than Pennsylvania's. I may make a video on Arizona. So, Herschel was a strong recruit originally. I understand that, but it's like, I know the hindsight's 2020, and the scandal screwed him. In my opinion, if it wasn't for his son, he would have won. If his son kept his freaking mouth shut instead of wanting attention 24/7, Walker probably would have won. Scott Walker ran for Senate in Georgia. But competitive primaries are still brewing. In Nevada, part of Brown's allure to Republican leaders is his fundraising ability. He brought in $4.3 million during his campaign against Laxalt. Okay, so he can fundraise. Fine. I'll give you that. That was a problem that we could funding. But it's like, why is McConnell telling donors, do not support X? Do not support X. If you have a funding problem, why aren't you on your knees begging them to donate to these people? But in 2022, Brown fielded attacks over a 2014 run he made for the Texas legislature. Some of the marching could also use to cast Brown as an out-of-touch stater. Yeah. Rosen announced her re-election bid, blah, blah, blah. So, $4.3 million isn't even good for Senate race. Yeah, hold on. Let me just pull up the thing for a second. How much is, or I should pull up Open Secrets. I'm intrigued by this. How much did Laxalt spend? Open Secrets. Because I just want to show people, I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. It's freaking stupid. Nevada. Where are you at? Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I knew the spending was bad. But look at this. Adam Laxalt himself raised 18 million. You're telling me that Sam Brown raised 4.5 million in basically the same amount of time, except like 3 other months. So let's say Laxalt raised. How much did Laxalt raise before the primary? If he raised double, what the hell are we talking about? He's a good fundraiser. I'm actually intrigued. I'm actually very much intrigued now. That's over 3 times as much. Yeah, what? This is what you call a strong oh my gosh, if Laxalt raised like 10 million in half, oh god, we may have to get rid of Danes at that point. I'm actually intrigued. Hold on. I wish there was a way to see it. I wish there was a way to see it by date. FEC filing. I can check the FEC reports, but you gotta be freaking kidding me. This is your No wonder Cortez Master won. Exactly. And I know the outside spending wasn't as bad, but it's like, hold on. Adam Laxalt. Adam Laxalt for Senate. I gotta get the money. I gotta get the report out. Total raised. I can actually see the amount raised by time, I think. When was the primary again? 2022 or Nevada Senate primary? That was on... When was that? When was the primary? Now I think about it. Anybody know? I'm trying to get the report up. Because I'm very... Okay, June 14th. Okay, I want donations before June 14th. Does 06 June 14th, 2022. I don't know. I can't find it. Oh well. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, why are we getting Sam Brown? I just checked. He got like half his money beforehand. No. Laxalt outraised freaking... He got double what Sam Brown got in the same time frame. What? Am I reading this right? Again, you can't see it because I can't really show it, but... What? Hold on. Sam Brown. Sam Brown for Senate. Where are you at? No, I'm trying to look for Sam Brown. What the hell? Why can't I find Sam Brown? Whatever. So yeah, I'm looking and it looks like that. Yeah, Sam Brown, he received less donations. He received less donations the same time frame as Adam Laxalt. So what the hell is this talking about? In Nevada, part of Brown's allure to Republican leaders is his fundraising ability. He brought in 4.3 million. So Laxalt had more in the same time frame. Oh my, bruh. You gotta be freaking serious. I understand that Adam Laxalt, he had a big name, but it's like, You're telling me Laxalt was a good fundraiser then? Peter Griffin fundraising. I know funding makes a difference, but Laxalt's raised more in the same time frame. This is why we can't have nice things at the GOP. Can you imagine, though, that freaking, oh yes, he raised more money than, oh, he raised all that money. He raised less. So I don't know what they're talking about. He's a great fundraiser. If he's a great fundraiser, this is why the GOP loses. This logic is like, it's good when we think it is. It's bad when it disagrees with my point. And you know damn well there is some GOP consultant that gave them this numbers like, oh yeah, he's a secret fundraising god. The wise political on Sam Brown's lap. They're not. They're just like reporting what the GOP insiders are saying. When the GOP just suffer from a lack of imagination. True. Yeah, but it's like, you raised $4.3 million, but Laxalt raised far more, if I'm reading that correctly, which I probably ain't. But will Georgia and Arizona be future blue states? I'm gonna say Arizona. I think so. Georgia, that's a big question mark. But yeah, so I have to look more in the FEC final report to see how much did Sam Brown raise compared to Laxalt, raw number wise. But so far, what are they talking about? Good fundraiser. I swear, if Blake, oh my gosh. I mean, I think Brown is the best we have currently in the primary. Yeah, but it's like, this is cringe. Now, I wanted to show you guys his website because there are so many problems with it. For one, what is this Photoshop job? Look on the right. Look at this. It looks terrible. You can see, look at the rough edges. Who did this? On his arm and stuff. You can notice it's like, it's such a poorly done Photoshop. But that's not all. There's no issues page. You go to About Sam, this is what it is. There's nothing about what he stands on the issues. I hate when candidates never release their issues page. Just release the freaking issues page. He used Microsoft Office. Yeah, but it's like, just, who did this? And look, his hair. His hair's fuzzy. I can tell from here. That is such a shit job, whoever did that. What are the chances of Alaska getting rid of ranked choice voting? It sounds good, but we just gotta see. But yeah, I can make a better one in 5 minutes if you give me the same photo. Yeah, a lot of Republicans are avoiding issues page. Yeah, but look at this. Let's see what it says. Sam Brown's a Purple Heart recipient, a small businessman, a committed husband and father. He represents a new generation of conservative leadership. As the oldest of 5 children, he quickly learned the importance of servant leadership, and his parents installed in him an underlying commitment to service of others. Sam has always had a desire to serve his country, but when he witnessed 9/11, that desire became an ironclad resolve. 1 year later, Sam was accepted to the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. So yeah, it's a lot about who he is. I'm not seeing anything about the issues. Nothing. Did something happen to Brown's face? Yeah, so what happened was, yeah, it says right here. Upon entering the engagement area, a roadside bomb detonated under the fuel tank of his vehicle, leaving him drenched in diesel and covered in flames. So yeah, he got blown up in Afghanistan. I think the Republicans are losing Nevada if they get certain candidates. Yeah, there are some bad ones. But yeah, he had, again, I'm not even attacking for what he looks. The people that are attacking for that are just, no. But I'm just saying that you can't, hold on. What? Polite rude guy for 5. I filed a lawsuit today to challenge the constitutionality of gay marriage. The federal government violated my Texas constitutional rights. Did you filed a lawsuit? What? Is this real? I don't know if that's real or not. I'm sorry, but you filed a lawsuit? What? I don't know. I did. Well, good luck with that, if that's real. But yeah, so far no issues page. I don't see any, at least. What? I don't know if that's real. We'll just see. All right. Wait and see. Stand back and stand by. All right, so based. Yeah, there's a lot of based. Yeah, if that's true, based. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, let's talk about Wisconsin 3rd today, because the GOP may be in trouble in the Wisconsin 3rd. Yeah, let me bring this up. Sorry, I'm trying to get the thing up. So Derek Van Orden, Wisconsin 3rd, is potentially in deep trouble now. I gotta what's her name? It's like Rebecca that, I think? All right. All right, so we gotta get into this. Wisconsin 3rd. As many of you know, this is a big district we're watching for redistricting. Just for the fact that we gotta see how far Democrats go with the issue. Because I'm not worried about Steele. I mean, even if you have to frickin' split Milwaukee in half for him to lose in that scenario. I'm more worried about Derek Van Orden, who's already been kind of an L for a congressman. I think Wisconsin will be 4-4. Mathematically, it can. At that point, the courts would get involved, the federal courts. Yeah, I mean, you would physically have to split Milwaukee in half. And there are standards in Wisconsin. You can't just do that. So, yeah, it's not going to be 4-4. It's going to be close to like 5-1. But, so yeah, I think Derek Van Orden may be in trouble. I'm not trying to doom about this, but I'm not liking the news we got today. So, Derek Van Orden's been a big disappointment. Let's be 100% real here. He has been a big, fat disappointment. I mean, there's a debt ceiling stuff. He's a big shill for McCarthy. He's not done anything notably good. And this is a district that's trending heavy to the right. It is a Republican trending seat. And it just, yeah. Let's see here. If the lawsuit is real, then watch the media come attack you, rap. They would say your far right channel encourages homophobia. True. What's the news? So the Democrats recruited somebody, and I looked at her issues page, and we may be in trouble. So it's Rebecca Cook. Hopefully I'm saying the name correctly. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But she ran for Congress last year. She lost in the primary. If there's one person I'm a bit worried about, it's her. And she just announced. And her issues page, if she runs on this, Van Orden's screwed. If she runs on the main stuff. All right. Let's look at this. Let's go issue by issue to see what I'm talking about. Healing our healthcare system. I believe healthcare is a human right, and the biggest issue that we need to tackle as a nation, all Wisconsinites deserve access to quality, affordable healthcare. But how do we get there? Wisconsin residents need healthcare relief now. We can't wait for a sweeping bill when people are struggling to have checkups covered and to pay for monthly prescriptions. As a small business owner who relies on the exchange of my healthcare coverage, I know firsthand the limitations of our current system. Here's how I think we can start to fix it. Expand Medicare to cover vision, dental, and hearing, the very things that deteriorates as we age. Address antitrust issues in the healthcare system that put the power in a few major corporations and provide consumers with little choice. Take up prescription drug companies, ensuring seniors can get the drugs they need at prices negotiated through Medicare, and the drug companies can initiate their prices based on brand or specialty of the drug. Work to improve the Affordable Care Act and healthcare exchange as it exists by providing more tax credits and lower premiums, creating more options onto the exchange, and simplifying the process to make obtaining health insurance less confusing. Annually lower the age that seniors can start to receive Medicare benefits, each year expanding the number of Americans covered by Medicare. So, yeah, that's healthcare stuff. It's not that bad. So, but you start to look at the other stuff. I know the abortion's later, but she actually words it freaking perfectly. But we'll get to that. Create an economy built for Wisconsin families. Our communities are struggling to build back our workforce as we continue to emerge from the COVID pandemic. And this would be the problem that she has. I've noticed a little bit. There's been some signs of her still focusing on this, but we'll get to that. Between affordable housing, childcare options, and stagnant wages, it's been tough to jumpstart our economy here in west central Wisconsin. People's pocketbooks are hurting. We have to reimagine what do we want our quality of life to look like. I think it starts with expansion of federal community block grants that offer dollars for affordable housing projects, particularly in rural communities in west central Wisconsin where current housing is aging out or doesn't accommodate growing populations. Let's give the Democrats the hell. But yeah, we'll get it all on. Tax credits for organizations are willing to build low-income and mixed-income housing projects throughout the region to access or address our lack of affordable housing. Now, this may hurt her. If she's talking about putting, like, cheap housing like suburbs, no. Like the suburbs like La Crosse, for example. No, that ain't going to go too well. I mean, you're not going to put low-income housing right next to, like, a $100 million or $1 million house. You know, people are not going to like that. But the rest of these. Help families buy their first home by deferring property tax payments for the first-time home buyers for up to 5 years. This is freaking massive. If you don't know about Wisconsin, it has I believe, the fourth highest property tax in the country. Look it up. It is ridiculous what it is. But she is talking about freezing the property tax for some voters, or for some people. Yeah. That ain't good for Van Orden, if that's what she's going to focus on. A constituent-centered office with caseworkers on the staff, we're just going to skip that. Child care incubators that provide training dollars to incentivize startup in our small-town rural communities, increasing the federal minimum wage of $15 an hour, which is just a start for creating living wages in our state, with rolling implementation starting with corporate players first, mid-sized businesses, and then small businesses. Yeah, so far not good for Van Orden. Because she's focusing on healthcare, she's focusing on freaking reducing property income tax or property taxes. You see what I'm talking about here? That I'm a bit worried. Because it just keeps going. Fighting for Wisconsin, original entrepreneur, the farmer. This is the biggest part about all of this. If she wins, it's because of this. I grew up on a farm in Eau Claire that raised registered daily cattle, Prairie Belle Hoistons. I lived at the fair. I lived at the fair each summer, showing cows in 4-H throughout the region. Just gonna skip that part. Address breakdowns with our supply chain from the farmer to processors to retail. Ensure tax incentives and subsidies are created for small to mid-sized farms, not just for bigger agriculture. Our farmers from dairy to beef to pork producers are not getting their fair share. Enforce antitrust laws that are impacting the ability for farmers to compete with growing conglomerates. These corporate conglomerates, are robbing us of our farming traditions. Restructure the Farm Bill with greater focus on agriculture and the farming community itself versus the bulky package has become. You see what I'm worried about. Rap can pretend to be progressive. I'm not, no. But I understand that Van Orden's an incumbent, but it's like, he's not been the best so far. And you read the rest of this, you keep going, and it just keeps getting worse. I mean, it's good stuff for a Democrat considering. You just keep going, keeping Main Street strong, enforce antitrust laws, build coalition of small business owners, create a regional fund that seeds dollars for second stage growth, improving water quality, it's a big problem, strengthen our education system. Nothing about school choice. If she says about that, she would have won. Yeah, then we got the one issue that everybody's asking about, abortion. Let me just close these. Broadband access, that's huge. Yeah, protecting reproductive freedom, health freedoms. So this is where she may have a problem. If she focused on this in the last point, as a college student, I've relied on organizations like Planned Parenthood as my healthcare option for annual exams. What? I'm a firm believer that every person should have the right to make the best decision for themselves about if, when, and how to start or grow a family free from political government interference in Congress. I always protect blah, 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 blah. Make decisions based on scientific evidence rather than politics. Unabashedly support the upholding of Roe versus Wade. Rest of garbage. So she doesn't say anything about restriction, just the old generic stuff about we need to protect reproductive rights. And the last point, this is the one thing that may be her problem, is she freaking focused on this. Nobody freaking cares anymore. Safe legal rare. Reproductive freedom. I don't freaking know. Just you get the point though. That is a concern for me, at least for Derek Van Orden. He's not been that good so far, and if there's one candidate, or I should say, if there's one district I'm worried about Wisconsin, it's definitely that. But she's the exact same on social issues, but she's focusing on what's popular with Democrats. Antitrust stuff. She isn't winning unless redistricting happens. I know, but it's if redistricting happens and Van Orden's he's a big underperformer. If it gets R+1 or R+2, I think he's done. Or he's at least in big trouble. I mean, now it's R+4. Science. She's a left-wing populist. Yeah, but it's it fits the district good. So that's going to be a problem for Van Orden. Do you think conservative doctors running for office could change the tune on how people see abortion? Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't know how you change that. I'm just being 100% honest. How do we change the issue of abortion? I still think you got to focus on late-term stuff. That is deeply unpopular. Doesn't matter who you ask. Rand Paul. What? Some Republicans need to run as Democrats to sabotage their chances. If a Republican wins a Democrat primary, the vote blue no matter who. People who would mindlessly vote for a Republican without even knowing. That is a smart idea. I always thought about that. Bring out some centrist Democrats, the last real ones, the ones that are semi-pro-life, just they're against late-term stuff, and they're moderates, legitimate ones. Just clone them and run them everywhere. Just win a couple primaries, get a couple districts. I'll take it. Populist Democrats are less worse than liberal establishment. Yeah, obviously. RFK. Yeah, but he's just not shit on some issues. Foreign policy. He's not shit on it. That doesn't mean he's great. Unfortunately, yeah. Well, the moderate view, yeah, but people don't, when they think legal, safe, or safe, legal, rare, they think it's once in a year there's an abortion. And that's very early in the pregnancy. They don't think it's 5 months in or 20 months or 40 weeks in. They don't think that's what's happening. They think it's once a year there's an abortion. Let's see. He seems to be very strong on the issues. I don't know who Kevin. I don't know what that last name is, but I've never heard of him. Honestly, I've never heard of the guy. Never heard of him. Gotta do some research on him before I can make an assumption on the guy. Yeah, you're right. RFK doesn't want to bomb this. Let's see. If we sue Massachusetts, we can win its congressional district by drawing it very strategically. Well, no, it's just like draw the maps and it's still be like D+5 or whatever, but it's like hell of a lot better than whatever the hell the maps are currently. If we let's see. Who will run for Tom Tiffany's district? I don't frickin' know. Somebody good, hopefully. What would happen if Texas adopted ranked choice voting? I don't know. I just don't. Just avoid it. It ends up being. You know, this always ends badly for Republicans everywhere. So, Massachusetts invented gerrymandering. Yeah, I know. Hey, by the way, did you guys see how Doug Burgum is giving away $20 gift cards? You guys hear that? If you donate $1, you get a $20 gift card. So if you don't know, he's trying to get on the he's trying to get on the debate stage. He needs 40,000 donors. And, well, if you give him $1, he sends you a $20. He sends you a $20 gift card from Visa. It's infinite money when you think about it. Just get like 20 people you know, donate $1, and you get 400 back. I see this as an absolute win. An infinite money glitch. But it's like, is that legal to think about? I don't know if that's legal to necessarily do that. Doug Vember. Not again. No. No more Doug Vember. Bud Light pack costs $20 with a $40 coupon. Same thing with Doug Burgum. Yeah, I mean, it's an infinite money glitch. Wait, that's real? Apparently, he just announced on his Twitter page. Hold on, let me pull this up. Just gonna pull this up. Doug Burgum. Hold on. This is actually real. People are hurting because of Biden inflation, and giving Biden economic relief cards is a way to help 50,000 people until we get in office and fix this crazy economy for everyone. Get yours here. Yes, 20,000 people will actually get a Visa or MasterCard gift card to their to their mailing address when it comes to providing economic relief. This is real. Doug Vember. You know what? That's freaking genius, though. I mean, it's like, it's not as bad as the Ponzi scheme that Ramaswamy's pulling, but it's like, it's freaking funny. The governor of North Dakota. I mean, yeah, Ramaswamy out here, like, basically creating a pyramid scheme where it's like, oh yeah, if you invest in my candidacy, you get 10% back. How does that even work? How do you make a profit from a campaign? That would be hilarious. So just you start like an investment firm or just like buying off candidates. Return of Doug. Yeah, this is like Doug. This is Doug Mastrano's final form. He was secretly the governor of North Dakota this entire time. Burgum Christie 2024 because the truth matters. I don't know, it's kind of like Indiana Jones and Flash losing money. Yeah, but at least it makes sense here. It's like he's already a multi-billionaire. He's just trying to get on the debate stage. Vivek going a little weird, wild, scam. Yeah, I just don't know what Vivek's doing. He's like, has a freaking 10% return on investment. It's like, how are you going to pay people back? How? Doug Burgum. B. Also, we got to talk about something else. You know how we were talking about Tim Sheehy a little bit earlier? GOP Senate candidate uses Kentucky photo to tout his support for Montana agriculture, then quickly replaces it when asked about it. Guys. Oh, I'm sure he's lived in Montana his entire life, everybody. This is real. This is from Business Insider. What? On the issues section of his campaign website, he argues he knows firsthand the challenges we face with the over-consolidation of corporate agriculture, pointing to his co-founding of a cattle company that showcases direct participation investment in production agriculture here in Montana. Oh my gosh. But the photo he originally used to illustrate that direct participation, a sunny green pasture filled with grazing cattle, was actually taken by a photographer hundreds of miles away in Kentucky. Oh, the electability crowd, everybody. We're going to vote for the electable candidate. Oh my God. I understand Rosendale isn't born in Montana, but he's lived there for 20 years. He ran for the state legislator. Then he became a state auditor. Then he became a congressman. That's a little bit different than, yeah, I was born in Minnesota. My roots are from there. I have a farm in Kentucky. I took a photo there. I have roots here in Montana. At least with Rosendale, he's been a state auditor. He's won a statewide election before. I mean, this article says it all. Tim should have ran for Kentucky governor. Yeah, I mean, this is freaking hilarious. I cannot believe this is real. I hope Rosendale runs and just wins to piss certain people off. It's like, how idiotic do you gotta be to do that? It's a basic Google search. I'm just thinking to myself, what? Just at least fake a photo in Montana. That can't be that difficult. Just get your iPhone out or whatever. Just take a selfie. You can't even do that. What if he's not even in Montana? What if he's just like in Kentucky still? But I just don't get how. Like, if this was North Dakota or South Dakota, that's one thing. Or Idaho. This is Kentucky. Why did Daines even recruit Sheehy? Because money. I mean, yeah, right here. Where suspicion towards so-called out-of-staters runs high and where Democrats have already sought to betray Sheehy, who moved to the state in 2014 as a transplant. Even small choices like these are likely to draw scrutiny. Do people not understand what Montana is? I don't live there. I know some people that do. How do you think this is going to go? Like, this isn't like Nevada where 90% of people are born out of state. This is freaking Montana. You moved here 9 years ago? By the way, remember, Tim Sheehy has a long record in the state of Montana. Bullshit. If you don't think this is going to hurt him, like, scroll down here. Right here. The Montana Democratic Party took shots at Sheehy shortly after the announcement, accusing him of being an out-of-state transplant, recruited by Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and Washington lobbyist. Sheehy's a relatively newcomer to the state, having moved there in 2014. No, his name is Tim Shitty. We need Rosendale. This is a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, I swear, if Sheehy's the nominee and he loses by more than Rosendale, oh my freaking... And they're going to say Rosendale wouldn't have won. If he loses worse than Rosendale did, the fact that this is real, I like money. Bro, how do you mess that up? Yeah, how do you not even take a photo? That costs like $20 if that to you get a photographer for an hour. $20. Or hell, 100. Who freaking cares? Aren't you wealthy? Aren't you like rich? Don't you have a lot of moolah? Uneluctable. Tim Tahi, Tim Shitty, Tim Simpy. Those are some good nicknames. I gotta figure out which one we gotta use. Elector's mad that Rosendale smacks Sheedy. Rosendale, we need you, my man. Please. I don't want Tim Sheedy. The fact that, I mean, this says it all. This isn't going to go well. He's good. Even with all the endorsements, he's going to lose. I mean, look at this freaking... And he's wearing a Montana hat? Oh my gosh. It's not like he took this photo 10 years ago or something and just used it. He has a freaking Montana hat on. What? There is a freaking Montana hat. I gotta get the... Where is this photo from? Where is... I gotta find this exact photo. Yeah, this is a candidate of the time. It's a picture. Yeah, but it's like, why would you... You don't even use a photo from Montana. A picture from Kentucky. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love when like shit candidates like, oh yeah, I lived in Montana my entire life. But oh my gosh. He's gonna get crushed, isn't he? He's gonna get absolutely destroyed. The GOP primaries look problematic. Yeah, just Rosendale, please save us. Oh my, please. Please. How did they find out that was from Kentucky? Because I think they found the photographer. Now, I could be wrong that they're maybe talking about a different photo. I could be wrong about that. But, yeah. Either way, it's like, how can you mess that up? Of all things. One of the freaking easiest things. Whatever. Let's see here. So I think I'm going to probably head out in a little bit. If you got any more super chats, send them now. Because I may head out in a little bit. I got to go do some stuff for a little while. But yeah, if you got any more super chats, any concerns, any questions, send them now. Mitt Romney from Montana Senate. He would get like 5% of the vote. Montana hat. It just... That's because Utah is a Mormon state and Romney is a Mormon. Yeah, that's the only reason that he's... Let's be real. That's the only reason he's a senator. It's like, I just don't know. They vote for you because you're a Mormon, that's it? I mean, jeez. What if the election was Newsom versus Trump? I think Trump would win easy. Ryan Zinke should run. Hell no! The elect bros want that. Don't let them fool you. They say the exact same thing. Ryan Zinke is the electable candidate. Well, yeah. Not too good. Not too fun. One of the most corrupt people in the House right now. He has like 50 investigations going on, I believe. At least he did. Did you see the trailer of Ridley Scott's new movie? Ridley Scott is still alive? Ryan's stinky. Wait, Ridley Scott is alive? I thought he died. He's 85 and he's still making movies? Napoleon, untitled alien film. Oh my, he's making, he's the one making Gladiator 2? This guy's freaking nuts. Why is carpet bagging an issue for Brown and Shahid, but not Mooney Man? Man was literally chair of the Maryland GOP and served in the Maryland Senate because he was right on the border. Like, this isn't like, oh, because with, like, say, Shahid, he grew up in Minnesota. He has roots in Minnesota. For example, Sam Brown, he was born in Arkansas. He lived in Texas until 2018. Then he moved over to Nevada. It's like Dr. Oz. He lived in New Jersey or Philadelphia. He lived in that region. That is not the same thing as moving from Minnesota or, let's say, Kentucky or whatever, to Montana. If it's right next to each other, fine. But rank the 3 Dark Knight films. Dark Knight is obviously number 1 with Heath Ledger. Batman Begins number 2. Dark Knight Rises is one of the worst movies, one of the worst superhero movies of like a major studio. That was awful. There's some cool moments, but it's bad. It is really bad. Not as bad as Batman and Robin, but still not good. What if a presidential candidate chooses nobody for their VP? I think they have to be on the ticket. Or on the ballot, at least. They have to pick one. I could be wrong about that, but I believe so. Donald Trump / Donald Trump Jr. I haven't heard anything from Eric Trump, Trump Jr., Kushner. By the way, Kushner follows me. I still don't get that, but yeah. Zeppelin LZ99 for 5. Make the Arizona video, please. Arizona has not gotten that much attention. I'll work on it. That I will say. Because there's a lot of shit going down in Arizona. They're going bankrupt. I think they're holding Nick Fuentes as a keynote speaker. It's like, I'm not going to get into that, but it's like, why? Why even open that can of worms? It's not going to end pretty. So the Arizona GOP is a mess right now. They're out of money. They have some weird people involved. It's not good. Not good at all. I don't think I posted it, but I did have a video recorded about the debts, about the Arizona going bankrupt, the GOP. I just never released it. That may be a good membership exclusive video. Hint, hint. You should join the channel. It's only for $5 a month. You can get exclusive videos. But yeah, I'm just waiting for something big to happen with Arizona. Are Dems... Let's see. Do you think Oppenheimer's be good? I think so. Mark Lamb wins due to this vote splitting and Dem side. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. I'm still pretty sure Masters will run. Hope he does. But... just somebody. Are Dems to be favored in every election because of demographics? The polling data says otherwise, but I mean, from recent polling, you have younger minorities in particular. They're swaying the most Trump. And I'm gonna make a whole video on that. I think I made one, but yeah. Blake Masters for governor. Yeah, but I want my man in the Senate, please. We need somebody that's not, like, incompetent in the Senate. We need Blake Masters. Think I'd go see Mission Impossible. Hold on. What is Mission Impossible at? Isn't that like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes? Hold on. Mission Impossible Rotten Tomatoes. It's something crazy. Yeah, it's like, this is freaking nuts. Mission Impossible Dead of Reckoning, Part 1. 98%. Holy shit. That's 193. Oh my gosh. I mean, how is Tom Cruise still... He's like hitting his peak now. First you had Top Gun. Now you got Mission Impossible. He's 60. And I think he's suddenly in his... arguably his golden age right now. That is wow. Isn't Barbie at 100? I doubt it. I don't believe that. Barbie? Let's see. I gotta actually check. Rotten Tomato. It is at nothing. There's nothing there. What about the audience score? The movie hasn't come out yet. This is like the early screenings. Isn't Rotten Tomatoes a shit website? It depends, but it's like, if it's 98% for something like this, that's a good sign. Tom Cruise is the last guy people go to see movies just for him. Yeah, I mean, The Rock kind of has that, but not really. I mean, he got people to show up for Black Adam. Even that still lost money. But yeah, Tom Cruise, The Rock, he kind of get people excited. But yeah, Cruise is the only one that can, like, freaking do this. That's nuts. He's doing it at 61. Like, this film's, if he dies in next year, it's because he's filming Mission Impossible. That's why. These movies are gonna kill him. He said he's gonna do Mission Impossible till he's 80. I don't freaking know. Ryan Reynolds, yeah, that's a good one too, but I don't think he's as known as Tom Cruise. It's Ryan Reynolds is like, yeah, he was Deadpool. He's Deadpool. And then he was on the shitty Green Lantern movie. So, have you seen the trailer for the new movie about Napoleon? Yeah, no. But I heard that Ridley Scott's making it. I still can't believe he's alive. But maybe Chris Pratt, but that's a stretch. I don't think so. I don't think Chris Pratt's gonna do it. Or he's not the same draw as somebody like Tom Cruise. 80-year-old spy doing his own stunts. Yeah, I mean, how old is he gonna... He's doing crazier shit. And I thought going on the freaking plane was nuts, and he's on the side. At least he had a parachute, and he freaking had wires and stuff. He's doing freaking bike flips freaking at 61 over like 30 cars on fire. It's like, can't stop this dude. You just can't. He's not gonna go away. Let's see here. Have you heard about the movie Creator? Never heard of it. When do you think they'll make the movie Piano Man? What? I think I should know this. Don't know. I gotta look into it. Have you seen The Physique? No. But yeah, there's a lot of good movies coming out. There's a lot of good ones. A lot of shit ones, too. Guy doesn't age like us. Yeah, I know. He literally does not age. He looks the exact same. I mean, he's 61. He looks just fine. You don't get it, do you? I think I do, but can't wait for Real American Reviews. I want to start doing those more. I do that on stream. I did that for The Flash. But Billy Joe. Oh, okay. I get it. Wonder when Reagan is coming out. Are they making a movie on Reagan? I know they made one with Dick Cheney as Christian Bale's Dick Cheney, which I still don't know how the hell they did that. I mean, Christian Bale as Dick Cheney? Christian Bale, Dick Cheney. That's just freaking... That is cursed. It's named Vice. I mean... Yeah, hold on. Let me bring up the Christian Bale stuff. It's freaking stupid. Actually, that's fine. I cannot believe he was on freaking Dick Cheney. Christian Bale can be anybody. Reagan is in post-production. Yeah, okay. Reagan. Oh, yeah. This, I wonder who's making it. Produced by, let's see, who's the production company? Who the hell are these people? Whatever. Sigma Dick Cheney. That is crazy. They got Jimmy Carter in the movie. That may be a movie review we gotta do. That may be one we gotta do like a live reaction to. Are you gonna watch this 2025 inauguration of Chris Christie? Look, I mean, if Chris Christie gets inaugurated, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. If he wins the presidency, that just... Santos 2028. Is Santos old enough to run for president in 2028? I believe so, but... Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. I mean, you got the frickin' Chris Cheney, Cheney. No! Not that. Renounce citizenship. Do a live reaction in the movie recap. What? There's a lot of movies I should do a reaction to. But I don't know if you guys want me to see that. Like, would you be fine with me doing a live reaction to some of these movies? Like, I can't show the film, obviously, but I want to. I may want to do that. Hey, America, do you see Holly running in 28, or does he wait until 32 or 36? That I don't know. Cannot speculate. I will say, however, about 2028. This is my hot take. As of now, I think Glenn Youngkin's the favorite for 2028. That's my hot take. Just for the fact DeSantis destroyed his career and everybody else sucks, except Zeldin. But he's not going to run. So... The earthly dad for Man of Steel made no sense. What? Man of Steel is great. Man of Steel is freaking amazing. Zeldin will have to be a VP at some point. I hope he is. That's a rumor going around. So, but yeah, if anybody got any more super chats, any more questions, any more concerns, any more complaints, whatever, send them now or forever go in peace. Cheney Zeldin 28, Santos' Secretary of State. DeSantis will be manager of Olive Garden. Yeah, I mean, I don't freaking know. I don't know how you recover from that. What's happening in his career? It's like every mistake you've made. I mean, every campaign decision he's made has been one big, fat, stinking mistake. Has there been not one blunder his campaign hasn't done yet? Probably because hold on. What's your opinion on Tom Cruise and Scientology? Go look up Joey Diaz, what he said about Scientology. That's my opinion on it. I can't show it here for obvious reasons, but look up Joey Diaz. I gotta look the exact one. If you know who Joey Diaz is, he's freaking hilarious. But Joey Diaz, Scientology. Yeah, okay, look it up. It's freaking hilarious. DeSantis might have to go back to Congress or retire. I don't even see him doing anything. I mean, he may retire after this election, or after he's done with governor. Just stupidly he's done. And hold on, we got some breaking news, everybody. Hold up, hold the phone before we end. There's a buzzer beater breaking news. Hold on. Tucker Carlson has something related to him. I gotta look this up to make sure it's real, but I'm getting, a source just told me about Tucker Carlson. Something big just happened. Whoa, okay, I got it up. Just in, Tucker Carlson to host the first GOP presidential forum of 2024. This is breaking news. This is huge. He's going to host a GOP presidential forum. Wow. Buzzer beater. Just minutes ago, this was announced. So are they still doing the debates? Or what? Anonymous sources. Yes. What is happening? Tucker Carlson to host the first GOP forum. Is this on his own terms? I want to see this now. What is this? Trump isn't going. If it's with Tucker, he's going. I 100% think he's going to go. We are going to do a live reaction to that. Wait, then we have to sit through Chris Christie. No. He's going to speak for like 7 hours. Wait, a forum, not a debate. Yeah, so I think this is how they're going to get around it. So the RNC signed an exclusive deal for the debates with Fox. This is a forum. This is technically different. It's not a debate technically. It's just a regular forum. But my goodness, this is huge. But I don't want to watch Chris. No. Karen DeSantis trending. Who frickin' knows? Big, small, big, small, big, small. Yeah, this is like at the 11th hour we get this. Why is it every time we stream, at the last second before we end, bam, Tucker Carlson's going to host it? Smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. When is the next Christie, when is the next Christie town hall? I gotta look this up. When is it? I'm curious for my sanity. Town hall. I really want to know when Christie's doing a town hall. Just because screw it. We have nothing to lose at this point, everybody. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that it's always the 11th hour. There's some random stuff that happens. Watch 5 seconds before you end this stream. Mitt Romney announces 2024. Please. It's always the last second. And now somebody's going to send me a super chat, and then I read that it's suddenly breaking news. Rick Scott announces his candidacy, or I don't freaking know, DeSantis drops out. You know? That's what we're going to get to. I guarantee you if somebody's going to send that, it just immediately breaks news. DeSantis for mayor of Gary, Indiana. Christie, get your hands out your pants. The Christie town halls were just weird. I mean, he kept, like, waddling around. I mean, he had his hand in his pants the entire time, and he kept saying small and small. And anytime, like, anybody, like, younger or, like, below the age of, like, 30, he got, like, really close to them and just insulted them. It's like, what the what are you doing? But yeah, when is Chris Christie doing another event? I want to suffer with you guys. Is there anything going on? No. Man, this has been a boring month. I'm not gonna lie. It's been boring. Let us see if we got anything. We did have Nikki Haley go to... I don't freaking know. Chris Christie's the Penguin from Batman. Hey, don't disrespect Danny DeVito or Colin Farrell like that. They were freaking awesome Penguins. Casey DeSantis is in campaigns in Iowa. Oh, God. Big, smaller, big, smaller. The fact that that's real, it just proves my point that we are screwed as a society. And you know damn well Chris is he's gonna take second place in New Hampshire, isn't he? Oh my gosh, it's just I'm not gonna look at the DeSantis stuff. That just looks awful. Nope. What should be your punishment? Death or exile? What? Everyone's freaking out because Trump went after Kim Reynolds. I saw the thing. If you think that's vicious for Trump, that's an average Tuesday. That's a freaking Tuesday for President Trump. Thoughts on Napoleon movie? Will you go see it? I may. I may not. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's going to get second place now, isn't he? I kind of want that to happen just for the memes. Christie, our government under Christie's gonna get a lot bigger. I love when like Chad talks about Christie because it's just a walking meme with them. But yeah, I think we're gonna head off, everybody. If you did enjoy this stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Any last concerns, questions, send them now, or else we're gonna head out. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for what streams we should do, because it's been dead the past month, just tell me. And if you guys support it, you know, you like the streams and you'll share with your friends, I'll keep doing them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Wait, Ron DeSantis just dropped out. Bullshit! I made a joke about that. Now people are like, oh, actually, DeSantis did drop out. According to my magical sources, the same one as that claims that DeSantis up by 50 in the state of Iowa. Shoved to become Florida governor. Thank you so much. Godspeed.